Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and this is Final Fantasy XIV. We are continuing on with patch 7.2. Look at baby Torgal. He wants to say hi. Say hi. Oh, I'm covering up a little bit. He's fine. He's right there. We're going to continue on where we left off from last week. And that is the dungeon, one of the new dungeons. I don't know if it's the new dungeon, but it's one of the new dungeons. I'm pretty sure there's only one. We're going to be hitting that up. And I have yet to actually continue working on getting the currency grinded out. So, I never know what to play. You know, I'm always just like back and forth. There's so many different games, and, well, we only have 150 of the new currency. We are working towards, actually, you know, the heliometry tombstone, so that way we can, you know, get this gear finished. So that way we have something. But obviously, ultimately, we're going to be working towards the new gear. Also, I hope to get, I don't know if I'll get Tombstone of Poetics, just because this is like higher level stuff, but I've been working on my Bard with Jeremy on the side, and I'm having a blast with that, and I want to get the I think it's like a couple pieces that I have to get for the Ironworks gear set for that class. But anyway, let's get to it. The Underkeep is what we're looking for. These are certainly the droids I'm looking for. Anybody else think that Sphene just looks absolutely cute in that outfit? Is it just me? Okay. Anyway, so while we wait for that, we're looking at maybe 5 minutes, hopefully. We've already got the second DPS all queued up. Part of me wishes that I actually did just, you know, go with tank, but Summoner, I don't know, it just spoke to me, man. I don't know what it is. Summoner really just seemed like a great class to mess with. It was very different back in the day. And I kind of wish it was somewhat still like that from back in the day. Now, the Summoner wasn't really a high DPS class, which is why they changed it, but back in the day, you know, it was you chose a summon, and that summon would be out for the duration of however long you wanted it to be out. And I liked that because I knew what summons to use for the certain things that I was doing. So for the majority of a dungeon, I would have Garuda out because she was AoE. When I came up to a boss, I'd bring out Ifrit because he was heavy single target damage. And then when I was questing, I'd bring out Titan because he'd give me a shield. So he was good for questing. Now it's just you just rotate, and it's fine. It adds more variety. You have to concentrate a little bit more. It's really, you know, once you fall into it, it's kind of like, it's super easy, especially once you get the macros together. But for me, it was, I don't know, I liked having a summon out at my side, and I would change the summon based on the situation. This is really just, I go through my rotation differently depending on whether I'm facing a group or a single target. That's it. That's all I literally do. So it's really not that intuitive. Not intuitive. Not that complicated. You just swap your rotation, that's all. I know that the reflection on the floor is absolutely not even close. That's not even... There's nothing in the world right now that looks like whatever that reflection's trying to be. But you know what? I would prefer... Because when you're playing the game, you're not really looking at all the little details of a video game most of the time. And I would prefer to have this, where it's... Well, it's not great reflections. It's not like perfect reflections. And on this surface, it probably wouldn't be. I would prefer these types of reflections over like ray traced reflections because they're computationally cheaper to produce. I think these would be cubic. cube reflections or planar. I don't know. Planar actually would be more accurate. These are like cube reflection or something like that. Not screen space, because you see, I whatever is in my screen space is out of screen space now, and there's still reflections. So it's at least the idea of a reflection, but it's something. It's something that adds flair to the environment, you know? And I love that. And look, even on the different materials, look at this. You got a relatively shiny material, like this tile here. Move the camera to, it doesn't, obviously it's not very accurate, but you move the camera and now it's diffused on the centerpiece here. I like that. It denotes different materials that the light's going through. So it's at least something, you know. It may not be perfect, it may not be a perfect solution, but at least it's something that makes the world look better, you know. And it's not expensive for the computer to run. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm over ray tracing, honestly. Like, it's rarely ever done well, and it's not everybody can use it. And I am all for the idea that games developed should be runnable by everybody and should look good for everybody. What in the name? Is this real? Is that really an NPC sleeping in a garbage dumpster? What the? That's gotta be a person, right? Like a player? No way. No, that is, wow. Okay, he's a bum. Cool. Bum ba bum bum bum. We are farmers. Bum ba bum 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 bum. I was thinking maybe I could, like, get over here. That'd be sick, right? No, why are you going all the way over? I'm not jumping that hard. Ooh. There you go. Get up. Get over there. Parkour. Nope. Okay. I think Final Fantasy XIV did a really smart, like, they did really smart things with their graphics tech that they're using, to where the game just looks so good and you don't even know why. It just has everything in the right place. Everything looks correct. Even if I'm like one of the few people who actually looks at the reflections like, that's not actually accurate, but it's something. It makes the world more believable without having to put in ray tracing to just completely fuck up the frame rate and make a lot less people be able to run the game and have the game look the best it can look. You know, I just think it's wrong on so many levels to force people to buy technology that's more expensive than the computer that they are already running. Like, come on, dude. That's ridiculous. That's why when Crytek came out with their own ray tracing tech a few years ago, I was really excited to see what they could do with that, because it was all software based. It had nothing to do with hardware. It was all, as far as I know, it was hardware agnostic. But I'm sure that there were certain generations of graphics cards that probably wouldn't be able to run it. But it looked good. I think if they can figure out how to, you know, implement a ray tracing solution built into the engines or built into the game itself instead of relying on hardware, make the software solutions better, because obviously they do have software solutions, they're just not as good. But if they can make it, you know, give the artists time to do their job, and I've said this before, art is where it's at. If the art in the game sucks balls, it's not going to look good at all. Just the long and short. You take a look at, actually, this was a video I was watching earlier today. A guy named Jez, J-E-Z, had his wife, who's not a gamer, play Cyberpunk. And she made a comment that actually got me thinking. Like, he said it made him think. He was like, actually, yeah, why is it like that? But she made a comment saying, ew, why does this game look plasticky? And she's saying that having played Elden Ring prior to Cyberpunk, she looked at it and said the game looks way more fake, like plasticky looking, you know? Which, I mean, to be fair, it is cyberpunk. Everything's like fake in the future in that world. So, but it was a good point. You take a look at the two different art styles, and they both look good in their own way, but she looked at it and she was like, I like Elden Ring's art style better. Essentially is what she was saying. She liked the look of Elden Ring better. And it's like, that's what good art gets you. That's what good artists do. You let your artists cook, man. They can make your game stand out above the rest. And that's, a lot of people look at Elden Ring and say, that game looks really good. And it does. It looks good. I'm not particularly super impressed by it. I've seen better looking games, but it's a good looking game nonetheless, and it's all thanks to the art style. Has nothing to do with polygons pushing or anything like that. It just, the artist cooked, man. They did their job, and they made one of the best looking, I wouldn't say best running, but one of the best looking, best playing games of all time. Like, people are really putting it up in that category of like one of the best games ever made. And I guess I would have to agree. What is this? I didn't know you could jump over that side. Look at that. I didn't even know there's a stairs over here. I thought I was jumping. I'm like, I didn't know you could jump off the map. Shouldn't be able to. You can't. It's the one thing they don't let you do. You see what I'm saying, though? Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, now it's up to 9 minutes. We're still waiting on heals and tank. Ooh, is this a... Nope, that's not a player. That, dude, I need the motorcycle that you can get here. 7.5 million gil. I don't know how to get that. I need to be able to... I got to get my botanist up and running. I don't know... I was talking with Huff about this when I was working on my botanist. It's not the gatherer classes, or yeah, the gatherer jobs that'll actually get you the money. It's the crafting classes that'll get you the money if you try and work the marketplace. Because anybody can go out and get raw material. I will say there's probably a large audience in the game that just doesn't want to go out grinding for materials. So if you go out and do all that work, you could probably make a good profit. But if we're looking at millions of gil just to get like that motorcycle mount, yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out what's selling and try and profit off of that. What are people buying in the marketplace that is like really useful to them? Because I was one of them. You know, when I was working on my first crafting class, which was armor, I was just buying shit. I was buying stuff in the marketplace. I burned through my money doing that, which was a big mistake. Because a lot of this stuff, it just tells you where it is and you just go get it. It's really not that hard. But, you know, a lot of people aren't willing to do that. A lot of people just want to get the stuff and build their shit. That's why I'm thinking, you know, can't the gatherer jobs be lucrative? Because, you know, that's stuff that people generally don't want to do. Most people don't want to go out and gather stuff. They just want to buy the stuff and get it over with and start crafting instead. I think there's a way I can actually capitalize on gatherer class. I just got to find out what the more profitable items are and then just go out and get a whole bunch of those. I don't mind it. That's just like a free Saturday, you know? Especially if you maximize how many things you gather at a time. Now, if you could sell collectible items that you gather, I think we'd be in business, but they don't let you do that. Actually, while I am waiting, which we're clearly waiting for more than 12 minutes now, is there a marketplace here? Nope, just vendors. Okay. Let's go back to Limsa Lominsa. I want to see if I can find out if there's a way that I can filter the list to show me some of the more sought-after items. Alright, what are we looking at here? Category. There's items. There's medicine, ingredients, meals. How about... What is it? Meals, seafood, stone, metal, lumber, cloth. Wait, you can sell minions? What? I didn't know that. You can sell these things? Oh my god, that's like super cheap. Brother. Yo. We can sell minions if you come across duplicates. Sick. I'll have to need roll on those things then. Fuck it. Alright, so we got dyes, weapon parts, materia, crystals, catalysts, miscellany, seasonal, orchestration components. Okay, so none of that. Blacksmithing, armory, tools. These are all tools. I'm looking for items to sell. Wow, just face full of Vieira bikini. Nice. First time doing this this dungeon here. You know that's a dude playing that character. Only a guy would make his character look like that. I'm telling you. Very few women who play games like this make their characters look like that. Very calm music going on here. Now I gotta get out of the headspace of the bard, because with the bard I can shoot and run. I can move and cast things, so... I have to get out of that headspace and get back into I have to stand still in order to do anything. Except for this. I can, you know, bring him in. And I gotta get back to remembering the setup that I put out here. Or the way I've got my... Dude, the healer is actually taking more aggro than either of the DPS, but we got 2 summoners in here, man. I rarely see another summoner with me.
Hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
See, everything died so quickly, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother summoning my Garuda. Now he's out of range here. Yeah, this other summoner is kicking my ass. Oh, right, I forgot. That's automatic. I keep forgetting that. I just put it there for the, I just put it there for my other summons. But the main summons... First boss here. Oh, shit. Yep, that hurt. Vulnerability's up. Lovely. Wow, you ruined it. I'm gonna go with the tank. Oh, I see him. Okay, so we're... Whoo! I was right to go with the tank. Yeah, that summoner is just absolutely annihilating my damage. He's probably got some of the better gear. Uh-oh. Wow. That was lucky. This way? He's behind that. Okay, I gotcha. I'm learning. I'm not learning. I'm not learning at all. Healer's saving my ass. Dude, his health is getting chunked. It's gotta be the other summoner. Yeah, he's got the augmented version of my gear, which is, you know, what I'm working on. I'm working on getting that. Now the question is, when I augment it, will it actually allow my materia to stay slotted? That's one thing I'm not sure of, because it is technically a different piece. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. He just... The only reason I got into first place on the DPS is, well, Titan. That was it. What? Wait. Why didn't that cast? That was supposed to cast.
Construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's got communications. Stay alert.
Music's a little too calm for killing things. We are burning these things down fast, dude. That other summoner is just cooking.
Let us measure your strength.
What other... Okay, so he's got Savage Might and Heaven's Eye, so... Oh, shit. I have no idea what to look at there. Okay, he's going this way. Oh, I see. Okay. Nope, got it there. Ow. And I'm dead. What am I supposed to do? I'm assuming I didn't have to, or didn't want to stack there. Ooh, that was close. Okay. That's how that goes.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
It's slightly better. Wait, I didn't... But I didn't cast my thing. Are they kidding? I didn't cast my roll on it. What? I'm so confused right now. I didn't even cast my roll on those first two items. Did I just get fucked out of I think I definitely just got fucked out of two pieces. I didn't cast anything on those first two pieces. And I didn't see that I got them. What the fuck is that? You bitch.
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Shut up, Calyx. You little pussy bitch. Colorful. Fatigable?
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this.
A headstone? Like what? What is this?
This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls. How will you handle this?
I don't know how to handle it. I have no idea what's happening right now. Oh, okay, that's what that... Okay, that's the thing. Yep.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
If I don't die during... Jeez.
Let us see
I don't know what that mechanic is. I've never seen it before. Ah. What? Okay, I got hit pretty hard, though.
Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
What is happening right now? Uh-oh. Let me go right here. Wow, that is wider than I anticipated.
Still alive? How unfortunate.
Nope, wrong one.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
That one's gonna blow first. Oh, shit. Wow, I didn't see that at all. Cool. And I'm dead. Wow, that went faster than I anticipated. See what I mean? How difficult the later... The later dungeons have been more difficult for the summoner because we obviously have to sit still in order to actually, you know, cast anything. They make it very difficult. Well, I could have actually taken the DPS crown because the other summoner died earlier, but that is not going to happen now. Oh my god, dude. This is insane. Uh-oh. Cannon. Ooh. Forget about casting anything. I don't give a shit now. Now I don't care. Alright, he's gonna go there. Alright, I avoided that one that time. Holy shit, that was insane, dude. The dungeons are just still super creative, but damn it, bro. They're not really... This one was much better than 2 of the 3 last ones that we dealt. You guys know the ones. I hate every single one of the dungeons from the previous patch, except for, well, the previous patch plus the end of the expansion, except for the last one, which is the one that I farm constantly. Very much preferred that one over any of them. Oh, the healer's gone. I don't know. This one was much better. It's just the later dungeons just, they don't favor the summoner very well.
Calyx was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sven and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal, but stay alert for more threats.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train. You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Oh, how I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sven.
Ah, forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sven? What?
What happened? Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing. It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see? I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
I confess the Valiapira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else.
Is that an iPad?
You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ah, noble Zilenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you. What? This machine is Zilenia. Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her. The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed, not least of all for Zilenia's honor. If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
Dude, are we going right into the trial?
Ah, there it is.
Wow. From the dungeon to the trial. Yeah, the Strayborough, Deadwalk, and Tender Valley, and Alexandria. I pretty much hate all of those. This is the only one I like, and the Underkeep wasn't too bad. Doesn't really matter which one I do, though. Wow. Okay, right into the trial. I like it. Let's get it. 12 minutes. Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head out the door. And now, whilst we wait, I'm not quite sure what to do. I suppose excuse me. We could probably go about doing our botany. It'll tell me, hey, you got to be a different class in order to do this, and obviously that's duh. I'll do that, I guess. And there it is. Set to hotbar. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. The gathering log. Oh, that's right. I've also filtered everything I haven't gotten. So anything I haven't collected shows up. Everything else that I have is not here, which is very nice. So we're going to Mamuk. There it is. Oh, yeah. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest shit ever, but it's funny. The Jatika Heartland. Oh yeah, it's like Avatar song, music or something like that. You know what? I think that's what they were going for when they designed this place. Anything else here? Nope. Nope. Yeah. Okay, Jatika. Yep. We need to do sweet. Okay. Well, we could just kind of go around and. Probably all the same shit. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Yep. That wasn't 12 minutes. Fucking liar. Let's get Carbuncle out. Queen's Knight, Zelenia. Ready for battle.
I am Zelenia Triantaphili.
Triantaphili. That's a hell of a last name.
Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
Well, she already sliced us. We're dead. Before the battle even started, we're already dead. Got another summoner in here, too. Nice. I'm not the only one.
Upon Upon my blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
It's gonna be interesting to figure out what this.
Zelenia's memory any longer.
I mean, I didn't know where I was supposed to stand. I saw everybody kind of move out, and then I guess they moved back, or.
You must keep moving.
Oh, we gotta keep. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, okay. Nope, it's not one of those. I thought it was like you have to keep moving so that it doesn't do damage. I remember that mechanic way back when. But this is straight up just like, no, you can't. You have to move out of the area. You have to keep it running. Or keep running around. Uh-oh. Dude, you know, it's really stupid. Just because it was timed, like I just got out. Why can't that count? You know?
That her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
Okay, that healer's death is not my fault. She was trying to pick me up, but she was also like, you know, a little bit behind. I'm gonna wait. I'll wait for the right time to pick myself back up here. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, and then we move here. Gotcha. Okay, it's one of those.
Zelenia was capable of much,
I thought I picked up my damn.
more.
Come on.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight.
So we just go to the center on that one. Just want to make sure we don't get pushed all the way out.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike.
Well, tonight is certainly a very action-packed night. A lot more than I anticipated. I thought we'd do the dungeon and then just, you know, do something else, but we're right into the trial. Obviously, it's going to be a very long time before we get to the raid. Dude,
Quickly,
what?
away from the sigils.
Away from the sigils. Okay, so am I doing it right? Oh.
The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
We just gotta try and stay away from all of that.
You've no time even to fear my wrath.
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Oh, man. I saw everybody. I'm like, I'm gonna follow them. Okay, this time, yeah. Ooh.
Taste my steel.
Oh, I see. Oh my god. I thought it was going to be a one-shot thing. It was not. Am I dead? Yep. There's always a dot somewhere, you know? I was trying to help get the other guys back up. Oh my god, this is something. We might just barely make it through this. I'm gonna need a big repair on my stuff.
construction. And yet...
I'm dead again. I thought I avoided all that. What the fuck happened? I could have swore I avoided that. Now we got this shit. I don't know what to do. Oh, that's what that is. Uh-oh. Bad spot. Ooh, just on the edge. Holy shit, that was... Ah!
My resolve shall never waver.
Oh my god, we barely even touched her. I'm dead.
I am sworn to protect my queen. I will die before I yield.
I thought I was being clever there, like going through the center, but yeah, if you touch the center, you fucking bleed. That's ballsack, bro. Oh, nope, I'm dead. I saw everybody at the last second, and, yep. Uh-oh. Holy shit. I don't know what to do. Barely cast while I'm running for my fucking life here. Ow. I ran right into it. This is insane. I don't even know
That's right.
what's happening right now.
Always there to protect me.
What? I thought that was... Oh my god, dude. I literally would just... This is what I should do. I should just spend... On a new trial, I should just spend the whole time just reading the mechanics. Not doing any damage, not doing anything possible. Because I can't seem to figure this out. Oh shit, I'm dead. I'm fucking over it, dude. I can't even figure... There's so much shit happening right now. There's never been anything this difficult. We're just barely halfway down our health and we're about to lose. Holy fuck. Big res. I think I already had max MP. I read that one. I remember that one. Oops, wrong side, Adam. Where's she? This way? Oh, that way. Okay. Yep. Oh my god. Nope, went through the center again. God damn it, and dude, I am...
Rage and royal.
See, it's one thing if I, you know, if I'm a bard, dude, super easy. I attack no matter what. Oh my god, dude. I basically was not healed at all. I had no health. Both healers are down. The summoner has to get one of them up. He got a long res off there. Oh, maybe that was the healer. The other healer. I didn't get healed once I got picked up. So I couldn't have survived that no matter what I tried. I cast my own shield on myself, but wasn't enough. Yeah, so I thought the red spots were definitely a bad spot. I had a feeling, I'm like, those definitely emit some sort of damage. Yeah, dude, don't bother picking me up. I'm over this fight. There's just so much shit going on. I can't even like cast much. There's so much shit happening, like I can't even cast enough to do anything useful. They keep picking that guy up. I haven't been picked up this whole time. I'm just not gonna bother because they're doing fine without me. I'm not gonna waste my time getting picked up to die again. They just wasted another res. I don't really care. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't even know.
Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
Like I said, next time, I'm going to try and remember this. Next time a new trial comes around, I'm just not going to bother trying to do damage. I'm just going to try and follow the mechanics as best I can. Because I can't, like, I'll summon something in, but that's about it. I got a commendation. I don't know. Why did you bother? Why am I dropping so many frames, dude? I've literally dropped 1,900 frames. I fucking hate my internet.
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall... Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key. Why do you so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless. We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
How miserly you are. But unless you're willing to compromise, you won't be able to save anyone or anything. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
This is crazy. No idea what's going on. That fight sucked, man. I was really bad at that. Zelenia was kind, but she could be stern, a pillar of strength when I ascended the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirit whenever it threatened to buckle under the pressures of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, you've done more for me than you could know. Thank you, Valtamont. Alright. Enter the Underkeep with a party, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to end the stream a little short tonight. My buddy is coming over, and, yeah, he says he'll be here in about 40 minutes, but I'd like to get the place somewhat tidied up. Relatively tidied up. So, I will be cutting it short here. That's okay. I mean, we got through the dungeon and the trial and realized just how fucking hard the trial was. Like I said, next time there's a trial, I'm just going to try and study the mechanics for the most part and try and get a rhythm before I really do any kind of damage. I'll probably call in my main summons like Bahamut and Ifrit and Phoenix. Not Ifrit. Phoenix and Bahamut, the two types of Bahamut, do their little thing, and that's about it. But I need to... Summoner is hard to do on these new dungeons. It's really difficult because you're always moving. You're always having to move, and so casting spells is very difficult. But I think that was a good chunk of stuff there. I apologize, but my friends do come first, so unfortunately. I say unfortunately, or fortunately. But I hope you guys enjoyed your time tonight. I did. It was just, that last fight was very, very hard. And it's something that I would just have to keep doing over and over again, but I mean, I'm not really going to be, farming trials. I don't think anybody really does that, because they don't really give you much benefit. But that's okay. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again next time. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. For more games. And Monday, it's going to be something new. So come on back for that, at least. Until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XIV. And I'll see you guys later.